guys, so I think P Philly has finally hit rock bottom. I'm actually so certain that he's hit rock bottom, I'm gonna stop calling him P Philly. I'm gonna call him Young Philly, because kicking a man while he's at rock bottom just does nothing, bro. So as you guys can see here, Young Philly has pleaded guilty to dangerous driving after going 98 miles per hour in a 62 zone, which isn't that bad, to be honest. I've done worse in the UK. The YouTuber could face up to 9 months in prison and a $4,000 fine. Yeah, come on, man. And a driving ban. The British star is also awaiting trial after being arrested on assault charges. Yeah, man. Look at this man's face. This is a man who is tired, bro. He's aged like 5 years. Look, he's aged like 5 years out there now, man. Look at him there and look at him there. Felipe. Oh, man. Look at the difference in Felipe. Bro, he looks like a Colombian uncle right now. He's getting uncle status now, bro. But anyway, Young Philly is trapped in Australia. For those of you guys that don't know, I think his trial's scheduled for 2 years. So he's got to spend 2 years in Australia. Like, I mean, for me, being trapped in Australia for 2 years, that's enough in itself. And no offense to any of my Aussies watching this, bro, but what the fuck is there to do in Australia, bro? Like, honestly, bro, put me in Thailand. Don't put me in Australia, bro. Even though I'd love to visit Australia one day. Anyway, man, what is there to do in Australia, bro? Now, obviously, Young Philly hasn't been found guilty yet. He's still awaiting trial. And as we know, he's innocent until proven guilty. If you guys saw my first video I made, I was actually one of the first YouTubers to make a video on this situation when this came out at first, when he first got accused. I know a lot of people who don't like Young Philly. And a girl I know personally has told me a story about Young Philly at the club. So he doesn't have the best reputation with people that I know that know him or have connections to him. Like at some of these events that I've gone to, people really don't like this guy. They really don't like this guy. And they all say the same thing. But at the same time, he's not been found guilty. And if this man is innocent, bro, like this man is seriously going through it, man. You know, and I almost feel bad for the guy, innit? But obviously with what he's been accused of, but he hasn't been found guilty yet. You know what I mean? So if he gets found guilty of that offense, then 100% you deserve worse than what you're going through right now, bro. But if he gets found not guilty, we do know how obviously bad systems are with cases like this. But even if he does get found not guilty, there's no way back for Young Philly. And I think that's what's cracking him up. That's why he's losing the plot. I think that's why he really looks like this right now. Because you need to think about it, guys. Think about it. And I think if he was a more likable person behind the scenes, then he could maybe have a road to recovery. It wouldn't be an easy road, but if he got found not guilty and he didn't have all these rumors and connotations surrounding his name and how he acts with women, then he might have a route back. Not back to where he was before, but maybe over here. You might be able to just survive, lay low over here. But now, because of his situation, no matter what happens, innocent or guilty, my man is finished. Like, there's no way back for him. And I think that's why he looks like this, bro. Like, just 2-3 months ago, my man was on top of the world. He had deals with the FA, Heinz, like bro, my man had deals. He was one of the most brand-friendly people in the UK. Brands were begging to work with him and do campaigns with him. Brands wanted him as a part of their campaigns, bro. Now, you couldn't pay a brand anything to associate with this guy, whether he gets found innocent or guilty. And that's because of all of the stuff that's come out about him as well. But I'm not one to kick a man while he's down. Yeah, leave a like on the video as well, guys. Leave a like on the video. Thank you. Leave a like. Click like. It takes no time. It costs nothing. Thank you. I don't want this guy to off himself, bro, because he really could end up offing himself, because there's just so much, it's so much of a head right now, you know? So much going on. And is he a strong-minded guy to put up with it? I hope he is, bro, because this is a lot to cope with. I want you guys to just imagine. Let's just summarize everything. This guy catches a flight to Australia. He might have stopped off in Singapore. He's probably telling himself in his head every day, why the didn't I just stay in Singapore? Because I was in Singapore and I was going to go to Australia. And I think the flight was like 6 hours or 4 hours. And I said, bro, that. Like, this place is just too far. Why am I in Singapore and I've still got to fly 6 hours to get to Australia? This don't make no sense, bro. That's why I didn't do it. All this palaver happens on that night out, yeah. He gets arrested. The news article comes out. He can't say anything online, but all his friends, family, people who know his friends and stuff, because people aren't thinking about that, you know? If you have something like this attached to your name, your friends, your mother's friends, like family friends, like they're all gonna be talking, bruv. You know, they're gonna look at you sideways. They're gonna look at you differently, bro. Just like that. 90% of his brand deals were all gone. Now 100% of them are all gone, because he can't even leave the country to go and do those brand deals. He actually can't even leave the province, the part of Australia that he's in. So he's just screwed, man. And on top of that, he's not allowed to come and talk out online or say anything about it for legal reasons, obviously. But I've always said myself, like, God forbid anything like this attached to my name. You lot believe I'm coming out. I'm going to be on Insta Live. If the second you see it, I'm probably going to be on live talking about it, saying I didn't do this. This is not true. That's me, innit? But these lot, they've just people handle things different. So he's lost all of his sources of income pretty much. He's trapped in Australia. There's nothing for him to do in Australia. And it's not like he's going to get with girls when he's he's in Australia, is he? He's probably can't even do that. Or why would he want to even risk that again? It's not like he can even make money. I mean, if I was him, what I would do, if I was innocent and I was young Philly, what I would do is I'd document every single day of the injustice against me. That's what I'd do, and I'd release it after to recoup the money that I should have made while I was doing this. He's just got to spend money all the time. He's got to be renting a place out there, you know, probably away from certain areas in the area that he has to stay in. Friends have had to leave him in the dust publicly and disassociate from him, so nobody's gonna have his back. He's probably thinking, oh, these lot are fake, but it's how the game goes. It's the content game. Now that he's not got as much income coming in, he's probably looking at the things he's spending money on and thinking, raw, this is expensive. This is actually going up. You know, he's going through those stages of realizing shit, getting humbled back to financial responsibility. You don't want to go outside. You can't go outside in Australia because everyone's going to recognize him. Everyone's going to talk about him. You've got reporters. Look at this guy here. Cameras on him. You don't want that. So you can't really even go outside. You can't really eat out. What's the one thing you can do? You can just drive at night. That's the most therapeutic thing. Just go for a drive. You know, just go for a drive. Take your mind off things. You can't even do that anymore. They're going to give him a driving ban for this. So he can't even, and he's pled guilty. So he's going to get a driving ban probably. So he can't even drive out there anymore. Can't drive. What does he have? What else does he have to do for 2 years? You know, nothing to stimulate his mind. He's going to end up losing himself. What do you reckon he's going to do? I reckon he's probably going to be on the alcohol. He's going to turn to some sort of substance abuse, get addicted to something. It's not looking good. Honestly, I'm worried for the man's mental health, especially because he hasn't been found guilty yet. If he gets found guilty, he deserves all of this. But until the trial, we don't know. And this is why, like, guys, you just have to be careful, bro. Like me, every interaction I've had with a girl who I found funny or I've just thought something's off, I've recorded the audio, not recorded a tape. Like, I will record all of the audio and I'll get her to give consent. You know, when you're in the moment, you get her to say, like, do you want it? Is that, get her to give verbal consent. And once I've got that on record, we proceed. That's how I deal with things, innit? Because you just got to be careful out here. Philly, you might even be seeing this video, man. You can't respond or anything, but like, I mean, keep your head up if you're innocent, man. Keep your head up. This is just how the world is. You know what I mean? This is how things have to be done to protect women. Yeah, keep your head up. And even if you are guilty, man, keep your head up so you can get to trial and face the consequences of your actions. What do you guys think? Do you think young Philly's going to make it to trial? I hope he does, you know, because he's really not looking in a good state. It looks like he's aged 5 years in like 2 months. Like, this is really not looking good, bro. You can see maybe the gray hairs are going to start coming through soon. You know what I mean? This is him with a fresh trim as well. Fresh fade. So, bloody hell. I don't know. Even looks like he might have put on a little bit of weight. You know what I mean? It's not looking good, Philly. It's not looking good. Anyway, guys, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Chung Lee, what do you think about this whole situation? Swear, why do you think that, bro? Okay, I'm sorry. I know I got your pronouns wrong. I meant to say, why did they? I'm sorry. This Chung Lee's our non-binary co-host for the show. I'm sorry. I got their pronouns wrong.